Well, we got some spicy brews today, so I'm just gonna jump straight into it. We have on the right Jelle, our local judge. He's playing his signature Elder Deep-Fae. Now, Elder Deep-Fae is a mono blue deck based around Elder Deep-Fiend and what's it called? Mistbind Click. To just try and tap down all your lands and come in with whatever fairies or another deep fiend you have. It's kind of like taking turns, but you're far more proactive because you have a lot of creatures. And on the other hand, we have Alex playing what he has named Oops All Spells with UW. It is essentially a blue-white Belcher deck, Goblin Charbelcher. If I can type. Goblin Charbelcher, there we go. So, trying not to play any lands, instead we have a bunch of Zendikar dual-faced cards, and the advantages of playing blue and white means that in blue you can play Selective Memory. There we go. Just find every card in your deck and exile it, which then combos into a Thassa's Oracle when you win the game. And since you're already playing blue, white gives you access to 3 mana Fairy, which helps you protect. Oh, that's the worst version of the card, my god. That is by far the worst version of the card. I mean, if you're all bordered and you like it, but I don't know. For Planeswalkers, I don't like this. I hate it for Planeswalkers. Anyway, 2 very spicy brews here. 2 very good players as well. We have a rather fast start here from Jelle playing a Pastermite going into a Mistbind Click. Mistbind Click going to tap down Alex's lands, try and... By the way, combo for turn no is going to get countered. There's a lot of cards here that you don't see every day. That was a Jawari Disruption, I believe. One of the dual-faced lands that also just happens to be Daze adjacent. Of course, Daze is a lot stronger of a card, but still, it's a very nice card to have in a deck like this. Another Pestermite coming down here for Jelle, trying to keep up the pressure, as Alex has a lot of potential combos here. Does seem to be holding the Charbelcher, but is a mana short. Looks like he has a Seagate Restoration in hand, which he could play untapped this turn. But he would have to leave himself open to some sort of counter magic, which Jelle is playing and is holding open right now. Now on Jelle's side of the board, we also seem to have a Riptide Laboratory. One of the more interesting additions in Modern Horizons 2 as a reprint. A lot of Jelle's fairies are wizards, so there is a good deal of synergy there. And that Goblin Charbelcher is going to get countered by a Spell Pierce from Jelle. Looks like Mutavault and a basic island in the hand for Jelle. I'm gonna play the Mutavault. Try and put some pressure on Alex. I think Alex would really like some combo either this turn or the next. Well, ideally this turn. He doesn't know Jelle is holding a land, of course, but doesn't look like Alex has really anything going on right now. Again, what he is looking for is either a Chart Belcher or a Selective Memory. Just leave a few Thassa's Oracle in your deck and then hope Jelle doesn't do enough damage next turn. Which... Oh no, wait, actually no, he's dead on board. Ah, he has a Mutavault, my bad. Jelle is presenting lethal here. So... don't quite know what he can do. A Slumdy Vision. Is that how it's pronounced? Let's see here. Slumdy Vision. There we go. Look at the top 6 cards of his library. And then take an instant or sorcery. But no instant or sorcery was found that could get him out of this situation, which gives game 1 to Jelle quite convincingly, I must say. Let's see if Alex has more luck for game 2. Now, from the sideboard, this is going to be quite difficult, as I have no deck lists, no accurate deck lists for either of these players. From Alex's side, we could see some creature interaction. He is essentially just he has access to blue-white control cards, so we could see some paths, maybe some timely reinforcements. If he's playing those, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see. And on the side of Jelle, I would assume... Well, actually, what am I assuming? He could be playing Chalice of the Void. That is something that he could have and potentially bring in. He could be playing Teferi, Mage of Zelfir. He has played that a couple of times in the past. Let's see, Mage of Zelfir. It's essentially the 3-mana Teferi, but it's a 5-mana creature instead. If you don't have access to white, then it's definitely worth considering. He is a deck that goes higher in mana, so... again, he has played it in the past. I don't know if he is playing it in this match. Whether he even brings it in, we'll have to see. Other than that, it's just... we'll just have to wait and see. Now, the card on Jelle's side of the field is Fairy Seer. Oh, there's too many Seers. And I never remember how to spell fairy for some reason. It's Fairy Seer is a pauper staple, actually. Very good in any kind of Delver strategy in pauper, as it allows you to set up your Ninja of the Deep Hours quite well. Not so popular outside of that, but a very good card in Jelle's deck here. Helping smooth out some draws. As being a fairy for Mistbind Click. Not the best card to emerge in Elder Deep-Fiend. But just an all-round solid card in that deck nonetheless. Alex, for now, just setting up his mana. Does look like he has counter magic and a Sharp Belcher in hand. A third Fairy Seer for Jelle here. Looks like he is scrying a fourth, I think. I think that's what I saw. Okay, he's going to bottom both of them. Looked like it. It's kind of a dark image. Not sure what other dark images he had. I mean, if it was Elder Deep-Fiend, we would recognize it. No, the rest of his cards are definitely more colorful than that. So I think that was the force here. Let's see, Alex gonna try and play the Charbelcher. Jelle answering with Spell Pierce. Is going to get hit by Disrupting Shoal. Let's see, Disrupting Shoal, pitching Spell Pierce. Gonna try and counter the Spell Pierce of Jelle, but unfortunately, it's going to get hit by a Mystical Dispute. That Charbelcher is not coming down, but Alex is not dead yet. There's definitely a clock on the field, though. And looks like we are going to see Mistbind Click coming down during Alex's upkeep. Yes, we are. Mistbind Click coming down. Going to champion a fairy. Championing essentially exiles the fairy, and it comes back if the Mistbind Click eventually dies. Or if the Mistbind Click gets bounced. That works too. Mistbind Click is a wizard, and we did see the Riptide Laboratory, so Mistbind Click is something that could be picked up again. Alex does have plenty of mana going on right now. Could potentially hardcast that one of those disrupting shoals I see. Other card in his hand, one of the white dual-faced lands. Looks like a Selective Memory is the draw for Alex here. Could be looking to set up a Thassa's Oracle win next turn. Let's see, what is one of those white cards? Could be... Looks like it's Emeria's Call in hand. There we go. Not the most relevant card here, but not necessarily irrelevant. He is already at 6 mana, could potentially get up to 7 and then make a bunch of angels. This Selective Memory is hitting Counterspell. And Disrupting Shoal not hit with Disrupting Shoal? You sure? This is supposed to work, right? Like Disrupting Shoal pitching Disrupting Shoal, right? Counter the Counterspell. Right? Oh yeah, but he doesn't have a turn after that, I think is the issue. Yeah, I think Alex is conceding, showing he could, in theory, get the combo kill next turn, but it doesn't do him any good because he'll be dead. So, not the most impressive showing for the deck, but it does look like a fascinating deck, and I'm sure we'll be seeing it more on the channel. So, 2-0 going to Jelle and his Elder Deep-Fae.